What is going on, guys? It's your boy Robbie Toscano. Today we will be addressing a topic that many of you guys have been asking for, and that is, how the do I get rid of that muffin top? Well, maybe you should start off by going into your panty drawer, taking out those sweet chocolates and giving them to me, because I honestly don't give a shit what I eat. But since you, my friend, want to lose that roll that magically appeared last Christmas, I'm gonna hook you up. There is something called a BMR. Don't ask me what it stands for. It stands for BMR. Wait, I'm supposed to teach you something. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. The formula to find the BMR is a little bit complicated. It looks something like this. Confusing, right? That's why, like a normal American, I put the link down below. There's a calculator in that link that will actually help you find your BMR, which I recommend you go do that now if you want to follow along with this video. Now, once you click on that link, it'll send you to a page where it's going to ask you for your height, weight, age, and sex. Am I allowed to see sex on YouTube? Gender. After putting in all your information, the calculator will give you a big number. That number is the amount of calories your body needs just to survive. If you were doing nothing, if you were just laying there doing absolutely nothing, your body burns those calories every day, so you need to consume them just to survive. After putting in all my data, my BMR came back at 1,896 calories. Now remember, that number only represents the amount of calories you're supposed to be consuming just to survive. That does not include your lifestyle. Now what we have to do is take this chart created by some nerd somewhere to figure out how much more or how much less we have to eat. First thing we have to do is adjust our calorie intake to our lifestyle. If you are a sedentary person, what you will do is take your BMR, that number we got from the calculator, and multiply by the factor 1.2. Now, being sedentary basically means that you don't do much, your job doesn't really ask for much, you don't work out, maybe you sit around all day. And although that sounds kind of mean, that's a lot of us. We all sit around, but there's no shame in doing that. The main thing here, guys, is that we're honest with ourselves. If this is you, just use this one. If you are a lightly active person, meaning that you work out 1 or 3 times a week, not super hard workouts, just kind of light workouts, what you will do is multiply your BMR by 1.375. Next would be a person who is considered to be moderately active. Now this is the most of us. What this means is that you work out 3 to 5 times a week. Still kind of light, not too heavy, but in between. What you guys are going to do is multiply your BMR by 1.55. Now guys, we are getting to the people who live a very active lifestyle. You know, the people that run past us in the park, showing off their bodies. When we're sitting down at the park eating ice cream, they're just over there doing push-ups. You know what I'm talking about. The people that make you want to go to your panty drawer and take those chocolates you have in there and just stuff your face. If you are an active person, what you're going to do is multiply your BMR by 1.725. Last are the athletes, really. Or unless you work a very demanding job and you work out every single day of the week really hard. What you guys are going to do is multiply your BMR by 1.9. For my example, my BMR is 1,896 calories. I fall under the category of moderately active because why work out more than I have to, right? After multiplying my BMR of 1,896 calories by the factor of 1.55, I ended up with 2,940 calories. Now these are the calories I have to consume every single day if I work out just as I always have. If I eat these amount of calories, I will stay the same weight, look the same. But since you guys want to lose weight so bad, let's focus on that. To lose 1 pound a week, what we have to know is that 1 pound of body fat equals 3,500 calories. So if I want to lose a pound in a week, what I do is take my daily intake of 2,940, subtract 500 calories. After subtracting the 500 calories, I am left with 2,440 calories. If I consume 2,440 calories every day of a week, I will have lost 1 pound by that Sunday. Now, as if this shit is not confusing enough, we're going to get into macros. To do this properly, what you have to remember is that 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories, 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories, and 1 gram of carbs equals 4 calories. Everyone has a different opinion about how much protein your body actually needs to maintain muscle mass while leaning out. In my opinion, the right factor is 1.2, so that's what we're going to go with. After multiplying 1.2 by my weight of 168 pounds, I end up with 201 grams of protein per day. To figure out how many calories those 201 grams of protein have, you have to multiply 201, or the amount of protein that you will be consuming, by the factor of 4. In my example, I ended up with 804 calories. For fats, we're going to keep it at a moderate range. Not too high, not too low, but a little bit on the higher level, simply because they're actually pretty good for you and they help you balance your hormones. So it helps increase testosterone. Your girlfriend can thank me later. For my example, we're going to do 0.4 grams of fat per body pound, allowing me to eat 67 grams of fat. Just as we did with protein, what we have to do now is multiply the grams of fat that we will be consuming by the amount of calories each gram contains. So what we do is multiply 67 times 9 and we are left with 603 calories. Last but not least, carbohydrates. What we're going to do is take the remainder of the calories and fill them, just stuff them with carbohydrates. In my example, fats and proteins take over 1,407 calories from our original 1,440 calories to lose weight. The remaining 1,033 calories are meant for carbohydrates. To determine how many grams of carbs that is, we divide that number by 4 and we're left with 358 grams of carbs. I know it's a lot of information. If you guys have any more questions, please go ahead and contact me, whether it's through email or social media. I would be more than happy to help you guys. Alright guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Do me a favor and smash that like button. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next week.